Hi, second graders. Welcome back to Phonics. I hope you had a wonderful few days off last week, and we hope that you are excited to be back with us on Google Classroom. So this week's Phonics lesson is all about suffixes. So you might remember learning this in first grade last year, or it might feel new to you, and that's okay. But there are lots of different suffixes, and this week we're just going to talk about two of them. So first you might be thinking, what is a suffix? Well, a suffix is a letter or a group of letters that get added to the end of a base word. A base word is any word that can stand on its own. And when you add a suffix to it, which is a letter or a few letters, it changes the meaning of the base word. So this week, we're going to talk about two suffixes that make a base word plural. If something is plural, it means that there is more than one of it. So the two suffixes we're going to be talking about this week are s and es. They each have their own rules for when we use them. So the suffix s is pronounced s, just like we would say the sound for the letter s. Can you say s? Awesome job. Now, the suffix es is a little more complicated. Suffix es says is. Can you say is? Yeah, es says is when it's added to the end of a word. And the suffix es is only used sometimes when a base word ends in these letters. So if a base word ends in sh, ch, s, x, or z, we use the suffix es. If a base word ends in any other letters, we use the suffix s to make it plural or more than one. Let's look at some examples and we'll decide together whether we should use s or es to make it plural. So our first example is this word. We practiced this word last week. This word is peaches. So this means having more than one peach. Let's take a look really closely at this word. The base word is peach. That means it's the word without the suffix. Peach ends in ch. So we know if a word ends in ch and we want to make it plural, we need to add es. So peaches gets the suffix es. And I'm going to show you how to tap this out because when we tap out words with suffixes, we don't tap the suffix. We only tap the base word. So if I was going to tap out the word peaches, watch what I do. Ready? P-e-ch. Peach, peaches. So I tap out the base word, I read the base word, and then I read the base word with the suffix. We do not tap out the suffix. Repeat that after me. We do not tap out the suffix. It's going to get a little confusing if you start tapping out the suffix. We only tap out the base word. So I underlined the base word, which is peach, and I circled the suffix. So that's how you are going to mark up your base words and your suffixes. For the next few weeks when we're working on suffixes, you don't need to also mark up the vowel team or the digraph or the R-controlled vowels or anything like that. We're just going to be focusing on looking for the base word and underlining it and then circling the suffix. So you get a break from underlining digraphs and boxing glued sounds and circling vowel teams and things like that. We just want you to focus on the base words and the suffixes. Let's look at another one. This word is keys. So let's tap out keys. Ready? Remember, we only tap out the base word, which is key. K-e, key, keys. So I tapped out the base word key, I underlined the base word, and I circled the suffix. Key uses the suffix s because it does not end in any of these combinations. It doesn't end with sh, ch, s, x, or z. The base word ends in the letter y, so we just need to use the letter s for the suffix to have more than one key. Let's look at another one. This word is foxes. So first, let's find the base word. The base word is fox. That means if we pretend that the suffix isn't there, fox ends in the letter X. X is one of those letters that needs to use the suffix ES. Since the base word ends in X, we add the suffix ES. If I was going to tap out the base word, I would tap out ox, fox, foxes. So I tapped out fox, I read fox, and then I read the base word with the suffix, but I don't tap out the suffix. So we underline the base word and we circle the suffix. This is a little bit tricky, so don't worry, we're going to practice all together. I have a couple of examples here for you. Here's your first example. What are these? I have 3 of them. What are they? They are plates, but for this example, we're going to say that these are dishes. Dishes. Let me think about this. So first, I need to figure out what is the base word in dishes. If I only have one, it's a dish. So let's tap out dish. D-ish, dish. Okay, so let me spell that. I hear a D at the beginning, that's the letter D. I is the vowel I. Sh is the digraph S-H. This is my base word dish. I'm going to underline that because that is the base word. Now I need to think about my suffix. Am I going to use S or ES? Well, my base word ends in SH, and I know if a base word ends in SH, I need to use the suffix ES. Let me add that and circle it. And I'm done. So again, if I was to tap out this word, I would tap out the base word, read the base word, and then read the word with the suffix. Watch. D-ish, dish, dishes. ES says is, don't forget. Okay, awesome. Let's try another one. What are these? I have 3 of them. What are they? They are pens, you're right. So let's figure out how we're going to spell pens and which suffix we're going to use. Well, let me think about the base word first. If I take off the suffix in pens, I just have one pen. So pen is the base word. Let me tap out pen. P-N, pen. I hear a P at the beginning. E is the vowel E. N is the consonant N. I underlined that because my base word is pen. Now I need to add the suffix. Well, let me think. Is it S or ES? I know that if a base word ends in any of these letters, I have to use ES. But pen ends in N. N is not one of these letters, so that means I can just use an S. I'm going to add my suffix and circle it. If I was to read this word with tapping, I would tap out N, pen, pens. Great job, friends. Let's do one more. What are these? These are dresses. You're right. So let's figure out how we're going to spell dresses and which suffix to use. First, I need to tap out the base word. So if I only have one, it's just a dress. Dress is the base word. Let's tap that out. D-R-S, dress. Okay, D-R is the blend D-R. E is again the vowel E, and S, dress. Ooh, and I remember from my bonus letter lesson that if a word ends in S, I need to double that S because it's a bonus letter if it's after a short vowel. There's my base word. I underlined it. Now I need to think about the suffix because I have 2 dresses. So let's think. Is it S or ES? Oops. Well, if a word ends in any of these letters, it has to be ES. The base word dress ends in S. S is on my list. So I need to use the suffix ES. I'm going to use that suffix and I'm going to put it in a circle. And if I was to tap and read this whole word, I would tap the base word, read the base word, then read the base word with the suffix. Ready? D-R-S, dress, dresses. that means I have two or more than one. Wow, friends, amazing job. That was so much work. Thank you so much for helping me tap and spell those words. This week, you are going to be practicing reading and spelling words with the suffixes S and ES. Remember, you only use ES if your base word ends in these letter combinations. It might be helpful for you to make a card just like this that you can flip over to help you double check. And remember, this week when we're marking up, we are only going to be looking for the base word and underlining it and then circling the suffix. You don't need to star bonus letters. You don't need to underline blends or digraphs or box glued sounds or circle vowel teams or any of that. We're just looking for the base word and the suffix. Okay? Good luck this week. Let us know if you need any help. We are always here for you, and I hope you have fun practicing base words and suffixes. I'll see you next week for more phonics. Bye, friends.